Biden says that the COVID-19 emergency is over. It is done. It is a wrap. That's what he says. The COVID-19 emergencies are scheduled to end May the 11th. Biden administration is going to end the national and public health emergencies on May 11th, White House said yesterday. So this is a major step, and this is meant to signal that the crisis era of the pandemic is over. Crisis era is over. Because, some folks, they want to play that pandemic crisis card when it's convenient. All right. You want to get them to do some work. Oh, no, crisis. We in a crisis. Oh, but they're going partying. They're going to games. They're going shopping. They're doing all these things. But you want to get them to do some work. It's pandemic. It's crisis. Yeah. Well, President Biden says, and the White House says that is a rizzy. It is a wrap. They announced their plans in a statement responding to some House Republican measures aimed at immediately ending the emergency. So they don't want to do that. They think that would cause mass hysteria. So the White House is going to gradually get us there. They're going to gradually get us there. So May the 11th is the end date. And so we're gonna see what happens. Congress has already extended some provisions originally tied to the emergency, including expanding Medicare and high deductible health plan, telehealth access, and hospital at home care, whole gang of stuff. So what's another thing that's going to happen is that this move is going to fundamentally restructure the federal government's coronavirus response. Some things are going to change. All right, some things are going to change. So I don't know. This action is going to eventually involve shifting responsibility for the distribution of these vaccines and treatment to the private market, and it's going to really put some sprawling flexibilities that were put in place, I guess, almost 3 years ago now. So virtual prescribing of controlled substances used to treat opioid use disorder, some mental health conditions, which was allowed during the emergency, are probably going to be cut off. And, that is just going to probably end. Lifting the health emergency could also mean the abrupt termination of Title 42. This is a health policy that was enacted during the Trump administration and used to shut down the southern border. So that's probably going to come to an end as well. The courts have repeatedly blocked the Biden administration's attempts to end Title 42, most recently with the Supreme Court's decision to temporarily keep the policy in place. So after May the 11th, I'm thinking they're going to shut that down. So the ruling by the higher court isn't expected until June. The White House's move to end it could lead to the case being dismissed altogether. Now, when you talk about timing is very, very interesting. The timing of this announcement comes the same day that the WHO announced that the global health emergency posed by COVID-19 is not over. Right? The WHO says, this ain't over, saying that the number of COVID deaths, low vaccination rates, and the threat of emerging variants is still, a situation. But the White House said, man, we ain't listen to no damn WHO, right? The White House says that they're just going to keep going forward with their plans to end this health emergency. So some folks are still wearing masks, right? Some folks are still wearing masks when they go out. I mean, but some people are not going to want to accept the fact that I don't know, the White House is ending this emergency, and that's really going to start to change things. I really think that we're on the other side of this. And like I said, folks pick and choose when they want to say that we're still in the pandemic. All right. They pick and choose depending on what they got to do. They pick and choose whether or not they are in the pandemic. I'm just saying. Are you one of those people that flip-flop back and forth?